everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Vanessa, and if you're new here, I make lots of bookish and writing related content. So if that's something you're into, stick around and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of my contemporary book recommendations. Now, if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you know that I love fantasy books. I love fantasy and paranormal and sci-fi and all those types of books. I don't really read much contemporary books, and I definitely don't really do the lighter, more fluffy contemporary romances or what some people call chick lit. So if I'm gonna do contemporary, it's gotta have a more serious or interesting topic. And so these are some of my favorite contemporary books that I wanted to share with you guys. So the first one is Aristotle and Dante Discovered the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Sands. And I read this book about 3 years ago. I gave it 4.5 stars. This was, I think, maybe the first book that we read in my book club. I had a book club a couple years ago, and when it first started out, I think this might have been the first book or one of the first books that we read in my book club. And it created a great discussion. I loved the book. It made me laugh, it made me cry, and that's very hard to do in a book. I am not a crier, and if a book can make me cry, it's good. So I really enjoyed it. It's about these two kids, Ari and Dante, who are Mexican American kids. So it's kind of about them growing up and their struggles with, being Mexican American. And for Ari, also him struggling with another part of his identity, which I don't remember if that's a spoiler or not, so I'm not going to say what part of his identity he struggled with. So yeah, that's the first one I'm recommending. So it's really a coming of age story, and they're both learning about life and about themselves. So it's really cute story, and I liked that this story really focused on their friendship. That's something you don't see too much in YA books. You don't really see too many books that just focuses on a friendship. It's always some kind of romantic relationship developing. But I like that this, for most of the book, this really focused on their friendship. The next book that I'm going to talk about is called Red by Allison Cherry. And I read this one quite a while ago now. I read it back in 2013, but I loved it when I read it. It was a 4 stars. And this was like one of the first contemporary books that I read since like high school. And I was trying to get back into reading a little bit more contemporary at the time. And that was the first book I picked up. And I remember thinking this book was way better than I expected it to be. And I remember how much I just totally enjoyed it. And the characters, some of the characters in this one, Red, do stand out because I still remember how much I loved them. Felicity's younger siblings, her younger brothers, so adorable and funny and cute. And I love their characters. But anyway, so I should probably tell you what the book is about. So this one is about a small town where basically redheads rule the place. And they're pretty much treated like royalty. So basically, if you're a redhead, you've got it made. Anyone else kind of sucks to be you. And our main character in this book is Felicity, and she basically has a maid. She's got these great best friends, she's got a hot boyfriend, she's on track to win the Miss Scarlet pageant. So, pretty much, she's got a maid. There's only one thing that can ruin everything and stand in her way, and that is if anyone found out her secret. Which her secret, and this is not a spoiler, her secret is she is a fake. Her hair color comes right out of a bottle. She's not a natural redhead. So then one day she gets this note that says, I know your secret. Now she is like kind of freaked out because, oh no, someone knows she's a big phony. She's not a real redhead, and this can ruin everything. So now she's kind of desperate to find out who sent her the note and how she can keep her secret from coming out. So that's kind of the premise of the book. There is a lot of drama in this book, and there's kind of a Mean Girls vibe to it going on, especially between like the redheads and like non-redheads. Now, some of the characters I absolutely loved. Like I said, I loved Felicity's younger brothers. I loved. She has this one best friend who's so awesome and so loyal. I loved her character as well. Her mom, however, oh my gosh, her mom was annoying as hell, and I really wanted to smack her mom more than a few times. So yeah, there's some characters in here that I absolutely loved, and some characters that I just could not stand at all. Like I said, this book definitely took me by surprise when I read it, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. So if you haven't read it, definitely check it out. I haven't heard anyone ever talk about this on BookTube. So definitely I would say it's probably an underhyped book. So check it out. The next book on my list is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. Oh my gosh, I love this book, and I love the movie as well. Gave the book 5 out of 5 stars. It's definitely a sad one, but it's really good. So if you want a book, this is another book that'll make you cry. So if you want a book that'll make you cry, this is a sad one, but it's really good. And if you read the book, I would say get the one with the illustrations. I didn't have the illustrated version, I just had the one with the movie cover tie-in. So there weren't any pictures in mine. But what I've heard from others is that the illustrations throughout the book really adds to the atmosphere of the book. So I would suggest trying to get that one if you can. This book has a lot to do with grief and loss, and also guilt, facing our fears, and learning how to heal. So there's a lot of pretty intense themes or messages in this book. I would also say to watch the movie after you've read the book, because the movie is just as good. I loved it. I think the actors in here did a great job. It's a really great book. The next book is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This one I gave 4 stars. This one is another sad one, but a really good one too. It's about 2 teens, Hazel and Augustus, who meet at a cancer support group and end up falling in love. I said at the beginning of this video that I don't really do cute contemporary romance type of book, but this isn't a light, fluffy contemporary romance. You know, you're dealing with a serious issue where you have both characters who have cancer, and so you're dealing with a serious illness within the story. And so I think for me, that helped. And the romance was sweet. It was sweet and it was good. But I liked, seeing Hazel and Augustus I really loved both of their characters, and I related a lot to Hazel. And actually, this was the first book that I've ever read where I really feel like I relate to the character in the book. And not because of cancer or anything, I don't have cancer, but I do have a disability called spinal muscular atrophy. And I remember a part in the book in the beginning where Hazel is talking about her lungs and just how hard some things are for her and how her lung function is and how much it sucks. And I remember thinking I really related to that because with SMA, our lung functions aren't that great either, and sometimes our lungs really, really suck. In fact, I used to joke around in high school whenever I would just start coughing all of a sudden and couldn't stop coughing, and my friends would be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm choking on air." So I laugh about it now, but I'm like, yeah, our lung function can suck a lot of times. And so I really related to Hazel on that when she talked about that in the book. And then there was something else, I forget now what it was, but there was something else that Augustus does that I kind of related to him as well. That was the first time I read a book where I really related to the characters in it. And so I think that just made me really love and appreciate the book even more. And of course, this is another one where I watched the movie after I finished the book, and I really enjoyed the movie as well. So I would definitely recommend both the book and the movie. So the last book on this list is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. This one I also gave 4 stars. This is another coming of age story about a girl named Kat who is going to be going off to college. And Kat writes fan fiction stories about a character named Simon Snow, which is basically her world's version of Harry Potter. And she writes these stories with her twin sister Ren. Now, Ren is kind of moving on from the fan fiction world and the Simon Snow. And as they go off to college, she kind of tells Kat that she doesn't want to be roommates with her in college. So Kat is basically trying to figure out how to navigate through college and growing up without her twin sister by her side, who, she's used to doing everything with. So this was another book that I enjoyed more than I thought I would. The characters in here are great. I love the characters. And I do think characters can make a huge difference in a book. And I really loved the characters in Fangirl. This book also had a lot of funny moments. And again, I think that's because of the characters and kind of the interactions between them. The one downside of this book is I thought the middle part got a little bit slow towards the middle, but overall I still enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Although I like it as a standalone, I know it has a spin-off series. There's the spin-off, I think, Carry On and Wayward Son, and I don't know if there's another one or not. And the spin-off is like set in the fan fiction world that Kat creates, the Simon Snow fan fiction world she creates. So that's what the spin-off is based on. So I'm not really interested in the spin-off. Like I said, I liked it as a standalone. I think it does well as a standalone, and I don't really think I need to read the spin-off. So that's pretty much it. Those are the books for my contemporary book recs. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these books, what your thoughts on them were. And also let me know in the comments below, what are some of your favorite contemporary books? What would you recommend? So that's it for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye!